Welcome back to Kenshi, and a big welcome home to Beep. He finally made it back after his adventures in the Great Southeast. Boop is still a ways off. Remember, we did have them split up a bit to do a bit of shopping. But yeah, Beep has made it home. Let's try to make sure he doesn't get hit by any stray bolts real quick, because that would not be... What the crap? Someone just teleported, you know, Super Mach 1. Are we done shooting yet? Not quite. Let's, you know, I don't mind if we hit our friends here. That's not a big deal. Fendi, what are you up to these days? And why are you... Oh, we must have struck the gate once or twice. Fair enough. Well, he's going to go repair that. But yeah, Beep is home. Let's have Beep drop off his cores. We got 4 more cores now from his adventures. And I think I'd like to probably go ahead and finish off... Where do these... we got some new map locations. Oh, nice. Some more stuff down in the southeast. Huh. There's 2 whole cities here we missed at some point. Nice. Black Scratch and Brink. Cool. I think we followed the coastline, so I don't think we wound up going into those cities. I don't know who owns them. What kind of faction is it? Unsure. So we've got 4 cores, 4 AI cores now in our base. We could choose to finish off either the revolving barrel harpoon turrets or some of our automation for mining. I'm a little bit torn. I think I'd like to go ahead and do the defenses first. And I'll tell you why. Because between episodes, I went ahead and changed some of the options for enemy town attacks and the size and the frequency. So, yeah, this is going to the town raids, rather. So I bumped these settings up a lot more than they were at. And again, this could be a little overzealous, but I really want to see how we do defensively in the next couple of attacks. So, we're going to bump up that difficulty. I also hope that we get that technology soon, because I'd like to get all of these spots here with revolving barrel harpoon turrets. And I'm almost wondering, and I'm kind of debating, destroying this wall and having it so that, I guess, the actual natural wall curves out like this, so people could, like, go up a ramp and fire on the outside here. I don't know. In fact, well, I mean, we're kind of not really defenseless per se. Let's trash some of the walls here. This is the wall, right? This shouldn't destroy the gate. I like where the gate's positioned. I like how the gate is working. Why are you all here? Are you all helping with the gate? I suppose. Who still has... Oh, you must have gotten hit at some point. Fair enough. Alright, so let's get the walls destroyed. And this little last piece here. Okay, so my thought process is, let's destroy this corner. And we'll destroy this corner too. So what I was thinking was, let's put, say, the... Already done. Wall, that's right, walls, not anything else. So walls here. What if we have the walls come out a bit and then kind of tag into the gate? So come out, what did I say, like angle a little bit and then curve straight into the gate. And then we wind up making our walls do something like this as well. So I guess, or kind of where they were, I suppose. Somewhere like this. Shoot, that's not going to work. Let's see, what if we do, can we curve it off like this? Now, which one's going to take priority? I think it'll be the inner one, right? How do we make it so that it doesn't try to do that? Can we have it connect in... Shoot, I guess it's going to do that no matter what we do here, isn't it? Huh. Which angle is the best? Do we want to have it so it finishes off like this? And then... I might have to redo that whole section. Let's cancel everything. Let's take down the wall. Okay, that killed the whole wall. That's fine. And how do we want to do this? I wanted to have it so... This is basically considered to be the outer wall. I think we might have to come in a bit, then branch off to something like this. And then... Could it connect in... How are we doing? I think we'd have to connect in here, wouldn't we? But it's going to take priority over... That wouldn't be too bad. Okay, this would not be too bad. The goal that I'm trying to do here is to have... In fact, that actually might be the best situation. I want people to be able to get on their guns earlier than they have been, and to try to fight enemies from farther away Although that only really leaves, it looks like 3 spots for turrets. I want to have 2 layers of defense. I want to have people have to try to hit the inner gate, or the outer gate first, and then they need to fight the inner gate. I could actually extend things out again and do something like this. And then our gate on this end... let's see, how do we make this go... There it is, right there. We could make it do something like... Oh, that's not bad. I kind of like that. That's 4 slots for turrets here, facing the inner gate. And then we still have our kill zone here. Sorry, the outer gate. There's 4 turrets facing the outer gate. It's kind of at an angle, so all of them should be able to turn inwards and shoot the enemies as they come up. We could make that a little bit steeper. And the reason I'm worried about all this, and I'm trying to do this now, is because I think with the increase, I'm hoping that we get a bit more challenge in terms of rating soon. So whether that's more enemies or what have you, it looks like if we were to extend this out a bit more, we get all these new turret spots. So something like that. And then I think we had something, how do we do it a minute ago? It was, I kind of messed around with it until it snapped in spot. Right there to here. I like this because the enemies have to get through the outer gate. Once they do, the only place for them to go should be still the inner gate, right? So our people can actually, and it almost looks like, I doubt we're going to be able to walk over it, but there's a chance we might. But either way, I can put a ramp down right here and then put a ramp up right there so that they have to basically, they'll you know, be on these turrets and we say, okay, go to the next phase of turrets. They just come over and get on the next ramp, the next wall. So that should be a quick way for everyone to relocate. Let's confirm that side. And I will go ahead and trash the other wall section just a bit, doing the same general idea. So I think we started on this far wall first. We wanted to do... I think I actually started from the turret. Yeah, okay. And then we wound up going farther out just to get that extra bit of turret. Something like this. What's the angle? That should be right. Perfect. And then we'll curve it back around. And then from here, let's snap this into... Oh, was someone in the way there? I think there's a body or... Yeah, there's some people there. So we'll confirm this. And we'll wait for these folks to get out of the way. Please and thank you. Perfect. Maybe there's a guru over there somewhere. Okay, so the defensive wall goes down here. Like so. Nice. So I'm thinking that might work. Let me know if you think there's anything wrong with that design. I mean, I'm sure there's better and more efficient ways to do it, but it's not shabby. It looks like it's going to be a way to quickly get up and down off the inner walls. Wait, we want to have them probably closer. Like this would actually be really nice, or either one of these two. So right here to here. Oh no, what am I thinking? They want to go to these 2 walls, right? So there's a ramp here. They can come down off the ramp and get up over there. They can get up on the ramp here. And up on this ramp there. That's fine. That would be good. They can't quite... It doesn't seem to have the angle on the other side. Oh, is there something in the way? Oh, there's some characters there. Excuse me, a little bit of a hiccup there. Okay. Walls ramp. And we'll put the ramp on the other side. Yeah, same way. Perfect. Okay. So, yeah. We're getting attacked. We close the gate. We send our characters, our turret guards, to the outer wall. We're shooting, we're shooting, we're shooting. We start to realize that the gate's almost down. So we pull everyone down on each side, and we pull them back to the other side of the gate, the inner gate wall section, and then they get on these turrets. So we have defense in depth, where basically we don't have traps, but the most we can do, or the other way to be efficient about it, is to just put down all these extra layers of turrets. Now that's going to require quite a bit, I think, in terms of material cost. But remember, we are adding down another iron refinery. What's our steel up to these days? No, we're actually out of steel. We've been making so many items. We've got a huge queue for armor, helmets, boots, and pants for our main squad. Stork is still trying to pump out all of the materials required for our Falling Sun upgrades. We have some people... Actually, Kai should have it, right? Or Stork. Stork would still be working on the bolts for the bench. Do we have enough bolts still? Or we... Yeah, that fight wasn't too terrible. That wasn't too bad at all. Alright, I'm excited about this. Where's Boop at? Are you still on your way, Boop? I think you are. I've been just kind of chatting away here, but I think he's coming up this... There he is, right there. That's his circle going, you know, completely in a wider direction. I think he'll just follow this little line up into our city. So, Boop is almost home. Oh, My God. What just happened? What just happened? Myru. Who was that? Who was Myru? Where was Myru? On the turret squad? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where did Myru go? What? Who just got shot in the face? I'm so utterly confused. Was it somebody up here? No. There's always one. Is it? It has to be this fight somewhere over here. Who actually was that? Where was Myru stationed at? It wasn't that squad. It had to have been the turret squad, right? Did he starve? Did I forget Myru somewhere off in the distance? Did he get squished here? I don't really see anyone. I don't know if we're actively shooting at this fella over here. I'm so confused. Hang on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we had 10, didn't we? I'm pretty sure Myru was one of the 10th turret guards. So where the heck did he get killed at? Oh no! No, Myru! I'm so sorry. Raven, you bastard. You murderous, murderous bastard. You headshot him with no remorse. Yeah, that's why these walls are... These are dangerous, man. Alright, Sadneil and Raven, before you kill each other, why don't you guys hop down off your turrets here? Sadneil, why don't you pick up the murderer Raven? No. Off the turret, sir. Off the turret. Drop him down here. Make him think about what he's done. Oh, that stinks. Hardcore. Hardcore. What are you doing? You're gonna go get some food. That's fine. So, yeah, that's a bummer. That's a pretty serious bummer, guys. I think we're gonna roll with it because, I mean, that's what happens. We lose people every so often, and it's my poor angling here on how we were doing this. I guess they have aggro because this particular Leviathan was so close. We'll bring Myru in, and I guess we'll put down our first... What's this under? Wasn't it under... camping, I think? Yeah, gravestone marker. So, what's the most peaceful spot here? Maybe in the back part of the base. You know, maybe somewhere not a lot of people go. Just a nice, peaceful little gravesite here. I can't get the gravesite marker to come above ground right now. There it goes. Myru, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you died from something so trivial and kind of weak sauce. Are any of these guys aggro? But this one's the only one. Let's have Sez and Wyatt just calm down for a minute, and maybe we'll drop this aggro, and it'll go attack something else, because I don't really want that to be a problem for us. Oh, what a bummer. Okay, who's got his body? Did you burn him? I hope not. Sadneil has the body. Okay, so we're gonna drop him over here by the gravesite, because we can't really bury people. But you know what? We can think about it. On that note, to prevent anyone from having that same situation happen again, I guess for a while, until we get a raid specifically on our base, I might have to try to just have everyone only on the upper level turrets for a bit. By the way, with this new design, did I leave myself any room to build new watchtowers? Like, tuck it right in there, maybe? Possibly? It doesn't like any of this particular zone. That's a bummer. That's okay. I mean, this still was designed, I think, to be mostly shot down at this angle in the middle area here. But I really did build that weird. Maybe I had planned it to shoot outward. I think I did, because we tucked it in the corner here. But it's still going to be hopefully effective. Oh, I'm so sorry, Myru. What a bummer way to go. What a horrible way to go. That's rough. Okay, let's take is everyone else off? Beep and boop. Why don't you guys make sure everyone's off passive, everyone has their job. We have a lot of people recovering still, of course, and resting up. The animals are going to help out cleaning up the trash, all the critters. I think I need to get somebody on interior burning duty. And in fact, since no one's on turret guard right now, let's go ahead and have... Oh, let's have the Sadneil, Hobbs. No, Hobbs is working, right? Let's have Sidneil, Sez, and Wyatt all get on forage animals and corpse disposal duty for a bit. Because we need a bit of that happening. Why aren't you guys doing it now? Oh my god, why are you? Don't be Gru at us. Don't Gru at us, please. We're friends. We're friends, right? Yeah, that should be fine. Sidneil, what are you up to? Oh, you're actually doing what I told you to do. Well, nice of you. Okay, so Sez and Wyatt are going to help out with the corpse disposal, I hope. No, they're actually going to go do a turret guard. My bad. Let me change that and take that off as well. This should reset their jobs, and they'll go get some aminals. Hopefully they're not going to get aggroed on the way. Oh my goodness, you're going to go way out there, huh? And sure enough, you immediately get aggroed. We'll have to try to keep an eye on them a little bit. I think, oh man. I'll tell you what, let's do this. The things we do to make sure our lovely people don't kill themselves. There we go, just enough guards for all, for each 3 of them. So if they're going to go out and get animal carcasses or meat or what have you, we'll have enough defenses and bodyguards for it. And then I think I want you to bring back animal feeder storage for green. No, where's the meat storage? Don't we have meat storage somewhere? There it is. Green fruit, animal feeder. We'll do that. We'll haul to the meat thing, and then we'll haul to the animal feeder. Stone, I like how Stone's like ready to fight right now. Like 10 miles away, no big deal. Let's put all the archers together. And I don't want this to become a sprawling battle or anything like that. I'm hoping that we've got enough to keep them relatively safe. Good night. Alright, everyone came outside. Let's bring Beat back inside. Boop is on the way still, of course. The animals are doing their animal thing, except for all the haulers are also outside of the base. Let's put them on passive and hold for a bit. I don't really want the haulers to get in trouble here. And this should be the people who are on bodyguard duty. Except Gimli, who's just gonna hang out and do nothing. That's fine. Whatever you want, Gimli. Alright, so where's Boop at? Boop, are you here yet? You are, Oh, you're right in front of us. Hey! Welcome home! Wonderful. Okay, so Beep's gonna be bringing out the goodies. Holy crap, how far do you look for meat? Maybe this was not the smartest idea ever. I mean, you know, the last episode is about on par with episode 13 in terms of its intelligence, I will say. So, I've got a lot to live up to in the future. Let's bring Boop upstairs and drop off the goodies he has. He should have everything pretty much, right? He's got all the rest of the books. Yeah, we've got tons of books, over 20, 30 almost books, tons of engineering diagrams, all the AI cores in the world, and we've got a couple of spare legs and stuff. I'll have you drop this off in the storage chest. Next, though, let's go ahead and look at the technology tree. We want to look at... you know what? Let's just grab some outposts here, because I feel like we're never going to use the rest of the engineering research anywho. So let's grab those two. Let's also grab... Sorry, before we do that, let's put down fully automated, hybrid, automated. That was why we got the rest of those AI cores, was to finish off all of the mining to free up some bodies. We don't need much more in terms of farming, I believe. Electronics might be useful. We've got amplified generators. I don't know. For the moment, I think we're okay. Let's also add these Hyver arms. Oh, interesting. Skeleton arms and skeleton legs require AI cores? Fascinating. Then we'll hold off on that then. Or did I just buy it on accident? Yeah, I already paid for it, so we'll just let it roll. Alright, so we've got our queue set up. Now we also should have finished our revolving turret. So let's put down some revolving multi-barrel turret. Is it just called multi-barrel? Yeah, it's basically just a chain gun. So steel bars 8, copper alloy plates, and electrical components. We have a lot of electricals, by the way. I don't think we haven't looked at it in a while, but we do have a full box of that. Let's just try to get one side all done. Now the angle should be enough where people are able to kind of look down the row without doing what happened last time. Now what happened last time was, who was that murderer, by the way? Who's our murderer again? Raven. So Raven wound up looking down the line and trying to fire backwards at the Leviathan, and then of course it went through, you know, it went through a steel metal enclosure and still managed to pierce Myru in the head. So, you know, that's life. That's unfortunate. I don't even know if I see Myru. We might have burned Myru's body because we do have the burn furnace job on. No, you know what? We buried him. That's fine. We'll just pretend and we buried him. Okay, so he's been buried. We said our goodbyes to Myru. I'm so sorry, Myru. What a bummer. What a bummer way to go. We're still getting meat and animal stuff. Okay, thankfully. No one's been et yet from that. Although, you know, honestly, some of you have probably been guilty of murder before, so it wouldn't be, yeah, it'd be a little bit karmic, perhaps. We've got hemp here. Can we maybe do something like, can you pull this up in your inventory? You really can't. How about, let's manually get Thendu over here real quick. Except I bet she just took the last of it. Where are you, Thendu? Oh man, you're trashed. We need to get you in bed. I'll tell you what. Moodles, why don't you come trade with Thendu? Okay, let's grab the backpack. Thendu, go take a nap. We need you to just go get healed up. Meanwhile, let's send Moodles inside. Hopefully before we use up all of the hemp, we can grab a chunk of it and build this next building. We're basically, remember that we've only got 2 workers right now, and they're actually kind of at max capacity. I mean, they're running around. Anytime one piece of something comes done, they have more stuff to build. So we got to be a little careful to make sure that we're not, you know, overwhelming them too much. Oh my god, please don't shoot. Let's turn ranged off for a bit. Tanishi, you poor thing. We'll get you something here soon, Tanishi. Thendu, go ahead and drop down into a bed, and that'll take care of you. Moodles, you are still building your... Oh, did you already finish it? You didn't. You don't have any building materials, except you do. Or does this require actual building materials? No, it's just hemp. So broken. Okay, let's try to take a look at the hemp storage one more time in case they brought any more. They did! Wonderful. That should be enough to finish this off. Great. So we should get a... I don't really want you to fight whatsoever, my friend. There we go. So our next hemp farm is empty. Let's grab Starbucks, Sharon, Hilo. Honestly, let's take them off. Let's put them passive hold or passive hold. We don't need them fighting, truthfully. So we've all added them to the next hemp farm. I'll move the hemp farm up in their order so that they make sure they do that before they do all their hauling jobs. Wonderful. So that hemp farm is done. I will go ahead and upgrade one of these to the next level. And honestly, this still has 6 in it. Let's go ahead and upgrade that one too. That might have been jumping the gun a bit. Although you might have all the materials on you guys. Kai, what are you up to? Aren't you working on armor? You're probably honestly out of materials, to be fair. Yeah, you're out of fabric. Did we ever get our another? No, we never did. We haven't finished the next iron refinery yet. So that should be done in 7 more pieces of armor, or iron plates, rather. You guys got that upgrade finished. Wonderful. So that upgrade will get finished. Okay. So we're getting better. Holy crap. What the crap? Oh, man. Oh, that is magical. That is magical. For all the times that a beak thing has given us trouble, I really don't care. I'm not upset about it whatsoever. Alright, let's burn this, because it's kind of starting to freak me out a bit. Okay, there we go. Wonderful. Alright, so everyone's inside. Are all of our dogs still alive? Just in case, you know, I managed to get somebody killed on accident, because it's not outside the realm of possibility. So everyone's home. Everyone is together, finally. We've got our technology getting researched for the next couple of levels. We do have our jobs down for our multi-barrel turrets, which are going to be the next big step in our defenses. I don't know how soon we're going to pick up the next raid. I did change the frequency, so it would not be a surprise if we wound up getting a raid sooner than later. Let's see, we need copper alloy plates, electrical components, and steel bars. So steel bars is going to be a problem, I think, because we are using those for making armor and whatnot. We have a lot of copper alloy plating. We should have a lot of electricals as well. And we even have spare stuff upstairs. Is that only chainmail, though? Yeah, chainmail and armor plating. So we should be okay on some of those construction items. Obviously, iron is our big problem at the moment. I could just have our builders sit here and kind of camp out and wait for these plates to get done, but I honestly think over time they'll kind of work on their own and be fine. Do we want to do, before we finish everyone and, you know, get everyone's fancy armor up and done, while everything's going on, do we want to take a little stroll at some point down and start causing some trouble, like, you know, as we are? What else could we be doing between, you know, during the crafting montage? I could just let the game run for a while. I might actually do an episode where it's just a crafting and waiting episode, and I'll kind of bounce forward between anything interesting, like if we get raided or if anything interesting happens. That way you don't have to sit and wait for all of the crafting to occur. We could come down, though. It's just such a long run. Now we could actually try to take some practice on Black Desert City. Not, what am I thinking? Not Black Desert. Sorry, it's the Dead Cat. It's just down the road, and it's just a bunch of cannibals. Maybe that would be something fun to do. Why don't we take a scouting group? Oh, except Tassilo and awkward. Tanishi. What if we? So Tassilo needs to. Oh, you know what? He's still. Yeah. Why don't you go rest somewhere? Is anyone held? I should probably do this order and have everyone. Nope. No one can get put down. No one's carrying anyone, right? No, even Hamut is resting. Okay, good. Kiros got recovered from his adventure too. We could do a scouting run. Why don't we take our archers and have them finish off and grab the rest of the bolts? And I might just have someone like Laura or Alice take the rest of them. So we'll make sure that everyone has as many bolts as possible. I also want to go back and make sure that everyone can start carrying some medical stuff again. I found that last time during the last little awkward scenario that not everyone had medical equipment on them. Okay, so Jade has the spare bolts, by the way. She actually took a few too many. Let's put some back. You've got a stack. Okay, 3-9. You'll have a decent sized stack here too. That's honestly just fine. Let's have Laura go over to this building and grab a couple of first aid kits. Okay. Is Hamut conscious? Is he carried by somebody right now? Somebody's carrying him. Let's put him down. There we go. Okay. Let's get the archer squad outside. Somewhere over here. Let's take them off. Or let's set their range to back on. Does everyone have an Eagle's Cross, by the way? I'll tell you what. You guys just pissed this entire group off. Why don't we... Or did you not? Okay, well done. Well done. Nope, you sure enough did. Okay, well, hey, how about that? We've got an archer squad ready to go. Everybody follow Laura. Let's set Laura up right here. Honestly, let's just have them shoot because they're about to come in the base. At least they're not as bad as getting shot by a turret is. Let's split the group up a bit. And we'll try to have everybody help each other out. As long as we get a stun in, I think we're going to be okay. Let's have Laura and Alice run this way. The rest of you should be okay. Hamut's a little bit slow, I believe. Let's bring the animals out, too. We'll have them all come help. No big deal. One or two of them might get knocked down. That's not the worst thing in the world. God, these things hit like tanks, don't they? Well, so much for that scouting party. We'll scout probably after everyone gets a little bit of a rest. That's no big deal. We'll have them rest up. We'll come down to the cannibal area. And I think I'm going to have our archers and the main squad scout everything out. See what we're looking at. See what kind of enemies we're going to find. Who's getting, like, toasted here? I thought nobody was on turrets. Was that a friendly... Was that an arrow fire? Or is that like a freaking... Are we getting hit by something else? Holy shit. Bebop almost just ate it. Who is shooting? And at what? There's nothing... Is there like one Garou over here somewhere? Did it sneak over here? Is this aggro to us? It is. So one archer went with a missed shot. How are you getting so much damage? I didn't think we were up to almost 200 in one shot. Doc, why don't you help out Bebop before he literally head rolls off? Okay, did anyone else get smacked right there? Kenmore is not in great shape. Let's have Kenmore come walk over. Brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. I mean, it's the downside of getting our squads all trained up like they were, is that now they do so much damage that we're almost insta-popping all of our friends, so it's a trade-off. Alright, so next episode, I will, maybe we'll do a mix. We'll do a bit of some crafting, and we'll jump ahead and maybe scout out the city of Dead Cat, and see if maybe we can get our main squad to clean up some trash and wipe out some cannibals from the face of the earth. Or from the face of whatever planet this happens to be on. How are Mew and Flick doing? Are you all hungry? A little bit. Not too bad, surprisingly. This is great, actually. We're nowhere near our limit, or are out of copper, I believe. We still have over 200, right? Yeah, so I think this is working out fine. We honestly don't need both of them over there. We can probably trim that down to just one of them. And the fact that we're upgrading some of our mines to automated, actually, what is it? The automated hybrid mine. So this is now going to make the stone processor obsolete once we drop a couple of these down. We might have to upgrade our power, though. And in fact, I will go ahead and drop in some of the advanced... Didn't we research the heavy generators at one point? The heavy wind turbines? Honestly, we have enough to just make biofuel and use normal generators. I don't think we need it at the moment. Power. Oh, is it just an upgraded version? Do we just have to upgrade these? We do! What would you need? Copper electrical components. Let's just upgrade one at a time, and I'll see how that works, and then what kind of results we're looking at in terms of how good the wind is. Could someone rescue him, please? Do we have a medic that's going to do that? What are you doing, Klob? You're doing jobs, though. You should. Do we just not have any beds free? We should have some beds here. I'm not actually sure why no one is rescuing poor... Oh, where'd he go? Was it green? Oh, he just got picked up by Griffin. Somebody else rescued him then. Good enough. Alright, folks, thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Kenshi, and I do hope to see you again in the next episode. Until then, take care.